Hello again, it's me, your favorite writer, and welcome back to another episode of Life is Hard. Life is hard, and in this video, I would like to have a specific target audience, which is the young generation. I'm young. According to Google, I'm part of Gen Z. I was born in 1997, but however, I don't feel like I don't belong in millennials or Gen Z. I feel like I should be in the middle between millennials and Gen Z. Even though I relate to Gen Z a lot in terms of like how we cope with life, like how our mindset is, and we can't just live like the older generations. Like we can't just like hustle. We can't work so much. And I know the older generations would love to believe that we're lazy and we're weak and we're making a lot of excuses because we don't want to work so much, because we want to live, because we want to focus on living more instead of working all the time, instead of seeking external validation, instead of kissing ass at the office, instead of, I don't know, I can list down, and I know the older generations won't be happy about it because the belief that they have, the mindset that they have, it has been like for so long, it's running in their blood. And our our job, our duty, sadly, is to break the curse. But also, what a privilege that we have, that we can break the curse, that we can be the generation that make changes, that stop something from happening anymore, that we get to tell the world that, hey, you know what, this is not how things are supposed to be. There are so many ways on how to live life, and we don't have to work until we die. We don't have to wait until we retire to travel. We don't have to get married if we don't want to. We don't have to have kids. We don't have to stay in toxic relationships or marriage. We get to leave. We have options. And I'm so glad that I come from the younger generations, because I get to show my families, my friends, and even strangers that, you know what, you don't have to suffer all the time. You don't have to be so thirsty of external validation. You know what, you have the right to live. You have the right to feel at peace. You have the right to feel less anxious. We live in a world where, oh God, the amount of anxiety that we have in our body is so fucking insane. It's it's really exhausting. It's depressing, and the world leaders are fighting with each other just because their fragile ego, the toxic masculinity that they have been believing and having inside themselves and practicing. The wars that we have in this world is because of their ego. Men, the majority of men who have, who have toxic masculinity, who have fragile ego, they are actually the source of pain. They are actually the reason why we have to work so hard, the reason why we have capitalism, the reason why we're suffering, the reason why there's a lot of pain in this world. And not a lot of people are ready to admit that. Not a lot of people are brave enough and, honest enough to admit, you know what, yeah. And it all should start from us, trying to get to the root cause of our suffering, you know. Of course we get to like find more money and more money and more money, but to what extent? To what extent? Like, there's no ethical billionaires. They're all rich because they get to escape from paying taxes. They steal from the poor. They steal from the people that they're supposed to protect. And those are the older generations that you guys are so proud about, you know, hustle, work hard, and blah blah blah. But like, do you ever think about the future generations that are gonna have to face the consequences that the older generations committed, the crimes? It's all because of ego. It's all because of the greed. It's all because of the lust. It's all because of the professional help that they don't want to seek. It's all because of what? Money? Power? How are we gonna survive? And I know nobody is going to make it out alive, but I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be depressed when I wake up and I think about it. I have to go to work and deal with like a shit ton amount of bullshit. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but my point is there's no point. There's the point.